Russell ADLER, born on February 12th, 1937. This is kinda all we know about ADLER's childhood. Little nigga on his mysterious timing. Nigga think he Batman or some shit. In 1955, Russell enlisted into the army and later qualified for the US Special Forces in 1957. Nigga on his G.I. Joe shit. He was then recruited into the CIA in 59. Bro's that guy, I guess. Nigga got promoted twice in the span of 4 years. Nigga's a demon. Adler then joined the Special Activities Division in 66, later assigned to the MAC V SOG team in 67 to investigate the Soviet activity in Vietnam. On January 26 and 68, during Operation Fracture Jaw, Adler finds minor intel that hints towards the existence of KGB agent Perseus. Then, defending Firebase Ripcord alongside Lawrence Sims, they eventually extract the nuclear device from the base. After Nam, Adler appears and disappears in the CIA's records, but continues to be affiliated with a number of clandestine operatives. His knowledge of covert tactics, fluency in German and Russian, and mastery of espionage makes him a key operative for the CIA. One operation was the raid on Rebirth Island, in which he's responsible for capturing and interrogating Viktor Kuzmin, a Soviet operative overseeing Nova 6's production on the island. Kuzmin doesn't op on his guys and gets stabbed in the eye. That nigga Adler was not playing around. Later, on January 13th, 1981, Adler is on a mission with Alex Mason and Frank Woods in Turkey. And honestly, with this game taking place between Black Ops 1 and 2, I was expecting it to be on Alex and Frank. But no, it's mostly on Russell. Anyway, Adler discovered that Perseus became active. 4 days later, Hudson tasked Adler to build a God Squad and eliminate Perseus. During his mission, he came across an injured member of Perseus, who was then captured and brainwashed into believing that he is an operator named Bell for the CIA. Look, I know this is the same scene as earlier, but I'm not gonna lie, it's stupid hard just trying to find scenes for this, because this was low-key not that good or highly rated of a game. But hey, back to the vid. Despite being... the fuck did I just say? Despite being brain-fucked, Bell breaks through the conditioning, but still assists Adler and his allies into stopping Perseus's plan to let off nukes across Europe. Adler would then take Bell to a cliff where we would see one of the most savage scenes in COD. Adler tells Bell that they had to make one last sacrifice, and that what he was about to do wasn't personal. You know what? I'm just gonna run the clip.
I just want you to know that this little thing that's happened with you and me, it was always for the greater good. You're a goddamn hero, you know that, kid. Heroes have to make sacrifices. That's why when I ask you for one more, I hope you understand. It was never personal.
Bro's on straight demon timing right now. Russell then turns around with the 9 in hand. Bell pulls up the 22, and as we all know, 9 beats 22. Just simple.
Quick math!
Adler survives while we are left to think about what happened to Bell. In 1984, Adler would meet Kuzmin again. Alongside a strike team, Russell arrives at the Mall of Pines and discovers Nova 6, only to be ambushed by Kuzmin and Perseus' soldiers. Kuzmin, now going by Stitch, bro wanna be that little blue nigga so bad, gives the order to kill all the NATO operatives. A firefight ensued, which leads to Adler being captured by Stitch. By April 19th, Russell was reported by Capan Vang to be reported to Verdansk. At the same time, Woods, Karlov Rivas, and Taro Wolf chased after Vang and his men near a camp in Laos. Weeks later, Hudson contacts Wolf for a sit rep and news on Adler. The team was overwhelmed but managed to survive the assault. They find a safe house with empty decoys of Nova 6 barrels, which was most likely to draw in ADLER. The team interrogates the remaining operatives and search for additional intel indicating activity in Verdansk. Hudson orders the team to move on Verdansk and quote-unquote bring our boy home. On June 2nd, Stitch orders Freya Helvig and Roman Gray to retrieve Dragovich's data on brainwashing in Mount Yamantau. With this data, Stitch attempts to brainwash ADLER the same way they brainwashed my nigga Alex Mason. Russell was later rescued on June 10th. On June 26th, 2 satellites known as the Jump Seat Constellations was crashed by Perseus. God damn, I can't fucking speak right now. By Perseus operative Jackal. One of the satellites lands in Verdansk, while the other lands in Algeria. A day later, ADLER alongside Jabari Salah head over to the crash site to secure a data recorder from the satellite in Algeria. Russell charges into a firefight on his own to steal the data recorder and then lies saying he burnt in a fire. Nigga said y'all ain't getting shit out of this cut. After his outing in Algeria, ADLER began working off the grid on an unknown project in Verdansk. During a private meeting between Woods and Hudson, the two come to the conclusion that ADLER has been compromised. With this in mind, Hudson orders Woods to have Mason capture ADLER. On August 2nd, 1984, Mason captures ADLER and puts him in the same room he was interrogated in. Bro had to get his lick back. While there, Mason's able to redo Russell's brainwashing, and they head to investigate a series of explosions in Verdansk. On August 19th, the guys find Stitch at Perseus' grave in the woods of Verdansk. ADLER, now free of his brainwashing, confronts Stitch with the Glock in hand. Stitch shits himself and tries to reactivate Russell's brainwashing, but fails. ADLER then demands the whereabouts of Perseus, but Stitch explains that the OG spy died in 1983 due to cancer. ADLER resolves this with a bullet to the back of bro's head. Later, on August 24th, Russell and his team enter an abandoned Nazi bunker in Verdansk, where they encounter a now retired Captain Carver Butcher of the SOE. Butcher then explains his presence in the bunker and explains that after World War II, the Allies hunted down whatever Nazi forces remained, starting in Caldera. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call this video a wrap. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like and that sub, because 97% of you guys aren't subscribed. But with that, I'm out.
To your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down to the floor. And I wanna, it makes so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta, no, what's your friend to see? I wanna, to your head, to your toes, and I wanna.